Guilty!
But Mom Donnie says you're free to go.
Woo-hoo!
48 minutes of dogs barking. 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 Growl. Growl. 48 minutes of dogs barking. 48 minutes of dogs barking.
Welcome to 48 minutes of dogs barking.
Halloween edition.
Halloween edition
show. We're talking about a very spooky man tonight. Our main topic is a very, very
scariest
spooky
man that ever lived.
The scariest man. But we're also talking about some incredibly scary things happening in pop culture and around the internet. That's right. It's What's Hot Classic, a thing that we do at the beginning of the show.
It's was this our first recording like a month? Because life has just been terrible. And I showed up here at your house like a week ago.
Yeah.
And you asked if I was okay. At first, I think you thought I was a vagrant. I saw you look through the back window like, am I going to have to get the airsoft gun?
My child goes, there's some guy in the backyard. Like, you don't recognize Brian after all this time.
I mean, I did look really...
Yeah, haunted.
Yeah, because my life is terrible, apparently.
You were having a moment.
I'm literally living the meme of Frodo saying, I wish it were happening at any other time but this, and then Gandalf responding with LOL, LML, well, it is.
Oh, boy.
I tried to reference that to one of my coworkers today, and they just actually gave me the actual quote from the book, and I'm like, I've never read Tolkien.
Damn it, yeah.
They're like, well, you've seen the movies, right? I'm like, yes, in the extended editions, like 20 years ago, but like...
The craziest story politically that I've seen in a while, I was not really...
Hassan Piker being mentioned in the Senate?
Yeah, okay, sure.
That just happened today, so, you know, it hasn't necessarily permeated, but his ops are no longer Asmongold and, like, other weird fashy stringers. He's got, as he put, he's got ops in the government now.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. This was Andrew Cuomo in his official capacity... running for mayor of New York, did a racist ad depicting what he calls criminals for Zoran Mamdani. It was a Twitter post of an AI-generated ad.
The new Willie Horton.
Yes.
It's an incredibly insane dog. Not even a dog whistle. The subtext is text.
Right. Eating rice with his hands. A black guy in a keffiyeh shoplifting. A pot-bellied wife beater. And a pimp with a literal van full of women, and a woman who looks remarkably like Hillary Clinton drunk driving. Oh yeah, a job creator for drug dealers. Mamdani himself appearing at the jail cell and freeing them and then saying, I didn't have a job till 30, but what's the worst that can happen? Cutting to New York on fire. Unfucking believable. Tim Pool, of course, saying it's fucking hilarious. Bill Ackman, a bit of humor in the midst of an important mayoral race.
I like how already you're showing me people who we all should put into the machine from Lawnmower Man, and then just start rubbing magnets all over that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's AI. It's slopified. And I feel like is Cuomo telling on themselves... It's kind of become shorthand AI slop as a vehicle for fascist rhetoric because it takes out the paying an artist or a creative individual who is probably not conservative to do the thing you're asking. Mm-hmm. What's the shittiest, most slapdash way to do it? Basically the most energy inefficient way of doing a stick figure.
It looks like shit. It's fucking blatantly racist from image one. It's just, it's filth. It's foul. And I've been calling it the new Willie Horton ad. Because, yeah, of course they deleted it. They're not stupid. Well, maybe they are stupid. But, they made this.
Cuomo being on the conservative radio and being like, what if he did 9/11 too? Basically, like,
I'm not saying
there was another one. I mean, like, if Zoran becomes mayor, what's to say we don't get 9/11 Part 2?
Jesus
basically,
Christ.
I mean, that's the implication.
that's pretty much what he said. God forbid another 9/11. Can you imagine Mamdani in the seats? Sid Rosenberg, conservative radio host, responding, he'd be cheering. Cuomo paused and chuckled before saying, that's another problem. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Oh, it's just New York City politics are insane. I can't act like St. Louis is any better with our our fucking sheriff that is like a Medea character.
I swear to God, dude. Yeah.
It is a fucking
If I found out later that he was like Eddie Murphy in full makeup, I'd be like, yeah, it kind of tracks,
the
actually.
fucking city sheriff getting kicked out, getting put in jail.
Oh, God.
Because he violated house arrest for having a burner phone and not properly disclosing the amount and types of firearms he had.
Yeah.
But it was the burner phone that was the thing all right, come on. All right. It was really all right, dude. All right, dude, you gotta go. You gotta go in the box.
Yeah. Jesus fuck.
But I can't act like we're any better where our mayor is trying to say actually data centers are good and we should have one right across the highway from one of the wealthiest parts of town, which is that part's actually kind of funny. Just why are we doing this? You can't be talking that you can't be talking like that, white moderate.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. Yeah. It's not like Chicago's got it any better.
No, they don't. They don't even know what holes they have.
That's right. This story is a follow-up to something that we covered. We didn't even know this guy, but now we do. We were on a show called I'm From the Internet with Winslow Dumaine, one of the people responsible for bringing this to nationwide attention. Apparently...
Wait.
Yeah. Winslow Dumaine he discovered the rat hole, the Chicago rat hole.
That is right.
Yeah. So, Roscoe Village in Chicago, 2 years ago, comedian Winslow Dumaine sees this hole, posts about it, and it became infamous on the internet. It became the Chicago rat hole. We didn't know Winslow at the time. We do now. And I'm sad to say that it is not a rat hole. According to a study, this is real. The Royal Society Publishing published a letter in their biology by Michael Grantowski, Gibby Galoon, Noah Chemick, Stratos Cantonis, Christine Lee, and Edwin Dickinson, October 15th of this year. And the abstract reads, the Chicago rat hole is a remarkable full-body impression ostensibly created by a brown rat crossing fresh concrete in Chicago's Roscoe Village that became a viral sensation. While the public attributed the mark to a brown rat, no formal analysis had been conducted to confirm its identity. Using clear anatomical landmarks, we compared measurements from the Chicago rat hole to 8 sympatric rodent species using univariate and multivariate analysis. Univariate tests showed no significant differences in snout to tail length, head width, tail base width, or third digit length between the imprint and members of the genus Sciurus, aka tree squirrels. So yes, they discerned that the Chicago rat hole was the Chicago squirrel hole. It does not escape my attention that Winslow Dumaine is referenced by name, by name in a scholarly article. Wonderful.
What a feather to have in your cap. Congrats, Winslow. Maybe I'm a little less bummed now knowing that because me and Em were up in Chicago earlier this year, and I wanted to go visit the Chicago rat hole and found out that earlier that winter it had been paved over, or the paving stone had been replaced. And I was so upset. I wanted to see the rat hole.
Well, they did remove the rat hole and transported it to the City Hall County building. So it does still reside in a public building in Chicago, just not in the neighborhood where it originally sat.
So it is in the City Hall County building.
Mm-hmm.
I was too busy trying to get into the Chicago Bean and use the bathroom.
Sure, understood. But this goes on for a while. The full article is available at the RoyalSocietyPublishing.org. If you search for Chicago Rat Hole, I recommend reading the whole thing because it is extremely in-depth and incredibly silly that this was a subject of study and that they went into such depth about it. I think the ethics section doesn't require ethical approval from a human subject or welfare committee.
This is so good.
Yeah, we thank the Department of Mammalogy at the American Museum of Natural History for their generosity in providing access to their space and specimens. And just truly truly a good read. But yes, scientists have discovered the rat hole was a squirrel hole. Sorry, homie. And yes, here's the original tweet.
Oh yes, Mr. Gatorade should be there. Okay.
Yes, when Little Dumaine had to make a pilgrimage to the Chicago rat hole. Apparently, let's see here, 13-year-old Reddit post showed an older photo with clearer footprints suggesting the animal had in fact walked away.
What an amazing world we live in.
Truly.
Because I think in St. Louis, there's like the St. Louis frog hole.
Yeah.
I think it's like in St. Charles or something.
Yeah, not nearly as cool.
It was those things like, oh, we have a frog hole in like St. Charles. Not so exciting.
I'm good. We're not yet at the crypto scam of the week part of the show, but this I found amusing because a lot of the worst people you know are losing money. Counter-Strike 2. Skins for knives in the game used to be a way to make money. People would sell and buy these Counter-Strike 2 skins and then resell them, of course, for US dollars.
Yep.
Very strange. But recently, as of about a week ago today, this according to Forbes, the Counter-Strike 2 community has been thrown into turmoil after a fateful update from Valve sent shockwaves through Steam's marketplace, causing the value of skins purchased with real money to soar and plummet. The crashing of the skins market caused Counter-Strike 2's market cap, the fact that it has a market cap is its own problem to begin with, to fall from $5.9 billion to $4.2 billion overnight. Why? Well, you could invest your money in them, buy them, resell them, or on third-party sites. Before the controversial update, the value of rare skins tended to steadily increase over time, resulting in many players spending a surprising amount of money to acquire these difficult-to-find skins, some even managing to make a profit by buying and reselling. The rarity is color-coded. Golds are among the most rare and valuable skins in the game, unable to be acquired by trading in other tiers like reds. Before the updates, golds could only be found opening weapon cases containing random skins, which you have to pay money to buy a key to open the case.
Yes, the TF2 hackonomy.
So the rarest of golds therefore sold for thousands of dollars until the update. The update allowed players to trade red skins for gold skins, turning the market, again, according to Forbes, topsy-turvy. I would never use that word. But value of golds plummeted, cheap reds skyrocketed, the marketplace kind of did some adjusting. And then, of course, my favorite paragraph, think of the Counter-Strike 2 skins economy as something resembling the NFT craze. Like NFTs, the Counter-Strike skins market was never a stable investment as the skins held zero value outside the game, their rarity always completely and utterly subject to the whims of Valve. So yes, Valve has sent these people to the mattresses. Here it says at Index CX. So you had all your savings in the Counter-Strike skins market. Yes, Dave. And Valve came in and wiped out 80% of your portfolio. That's correct, Dave. It's the Dave Ramsey show.
Fuck, I hate Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey's a huge shithead.
Right. The Counter-Strike markets right now, which is the end of Evangelion, where everyone's dying. Not great. Some jokes praised CEO of Valve Gabe Newell for readjusting the economy. It continues, while the update has spelled disaster for big investors, the general response from players is mixed. Some viewing the entire skins economy as a waste of time and money, and others are understandably upset that their investments have been shattered without warning. This is far from the first time, continues the article. The video game has developed its own economy. Roblox, World of Warcraft, EVE Online, and certain Minecraft servers come to mind. And yes, like an NFT investment or an unstable crypto coin, all of that value can melt into pixels overnight. Woof, Forbes.
I wake up and all my skin value just disappear.
Yeah. I know internet gambling is going to be internet gambling, and they're going to find a new way to do it, but the whole skins thing has always bothered me for that reason. It's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you allergic to putting money in the stock market like a real man?
Are you afraid to buy low and
Or whatever the next
Sell
thing is.
high?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
yeah?
I don't know. I don't know from money.
I don't know. I've only ever seen a copy of Glenn Ross. I've never watched it.
It's fine. It's a good movie. But
Second place is Steak Knives. I know. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Third place
this is you're fucking fired. Yeah. Truly bizarre. And I wanted to send us off from our What's Hot Classic this week on another thing that was truly bizarre: a Sonic the Hedgehog themed funeral for a man's cat. This is at Dexerto. A TikToker has gone viral after having Sonic the Hedgehog read the eulogy at his cat's funeral. At Dead by Next Week on Twitter, aka Bag Chaser, posted the full video, which originally posted to TikTok by the guy named Diogenes with 2 E's in both sections. I do like the nice Diogenes reference. A minute 34 of this video, and it is truly, your brain might not recover, but here we go.
Hey everyone, Sonic the Hedgehog here. You know, I've raced across Green Hill Zone, battled robots, and zipped through loops faster than anyone else out there. But today isn't about speed. Today, it's about something way stronger than even I can run. Love. We're here to honor a legend, a real hero, a furry little friend who never needed a Chaos Emerald to shine bright. Ratchet. 21 years. Whoa. That's a lifetime of purrs, naps, and quiet moments that mean everything. Ratchet was more than a cat. He was a constant, a silent teammate. Through every storm, every stumble, every late night when the world felt too heavy, Ratchet was there, no matter what. Life has a way of moving fast, too fast sometimes, and it hurts. It really hurts when we don't get to say goodbye the way we hoped. But here's the thing, love doesn't need a finish line. Ratchet's spirit didn't need words to be heard. He showed it in every nudge, every look, every time he simply stayed. He watched Miguel grow up, through pain, through change, through everything life threw their way, and he never asked for anything but love. That's stronger than any power-up. So as we say goodbye, I want us to remember, Ratchet's story doesn't end here. It runs alongside every memory, every smile, every quiet moment that shaped a life. That kind of love is fast, but it's also forever. Run free, Ratchet. You are the best kind of hero, the kind who stays, and that's something we all admire.
A surprisingly sweet eulogy for a cat done in the most brain rot way possible.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's like, wow, this is really sweet. It's just also insane.
Okay, you have to understand, for the sake of context, if you've not seen the video, it is a person in a Sonic the Hedgehog.
Like bootleg, like
Yeah.
Kinsarita, Sonic the Hedgehog. Like when you see Sonic the Hedgehog like crip walking and like in like a neighborhood parade.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's what kind of level of like mascot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not accurate at all, and it's being read through the mask, so you can it's kind of muffled. But he's also got that awful Bluetooth speaker that like lights up, and so
I think it's AI audio that has
been piped through. Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's something at least. But yeah, at 21 years old, that cat Ratchet lived a full life for sure.
It's a long ass life. For
It is. Yeah. To have Sonic come to your funeral.
Funeral.
Pretty cool.
Remember the weird bootleg Sonic game where it was like Sonic's your roommate, and it's just like really weird and creepy. Like it's kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of like that. I was also thinking of the backpack that has Sonic
Obama 101 Harry Potter.
Yeah,
whatever.
like Harry Potter Obama 101. Like very odd. That's the kind of bootleg level that costume was on. But yes, that was the Sonic themed cat funeral, Brian. Truly something
It was
else.
way more touching than anything that happened at funeral.
God damn. Speaking of things I can't leave in the show,
This is like all these things that we say on here are going to reasons why we have to like
leave the country. Yeah.
flee to like a place with no extradition like France.
Yeah. Well, speaking of things we can't say in America anymore, that's right. It's Crypto Scam of the Week.
You're listening to 48 Minutes of Dogs Barking, the podcast.
And now it's time for the Crypto Scam of the Week.
This here, good friends, Decrypt said just yesterday, Bitcoin ATMs used for missed jury duty scam. Massachusetts police warn. Logan Hitchcock at Decrypt.
That's such an interesting scam
Yeah.
because like the joke about transferring crypto has been for the most of its existence. Like one of the main things, like it's kind of a pain in the ass to transfer.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly like what if you accidentally send it to the wrong address? You know, it's not FDIC insured. You know, there's so many like. Yeah, I need you to send Bitcoin, which you don't know what that is because you got selected for jury duty, and I need you to send this to a 28-letter address.
Yeah, you got to do it via an ATM in the shadiest gas station in town. Yeah. Yes, 2 Massachusetts residents lost a total of nearly $7,000, which is not all that much in the grand scheme of things. But again, it's their money. 2 scams involving
You paid for it.
That's right. Involving Bitcoin ATMs, police said, due to fictitious phone calls requesting money for missed jury duty appearances. After the incident on Monday, Norfolk County Sheriff's Office is now warning residents about the scheme. Quote, the Norfolk County Sheriff's Office never makes calls like this, and neither do local police departments, said Sheriff Patrick McDermott. That's right. They don't call you if you miss jury duty. You just get a fucking summons in the mail.
Yeah, you're going to go jury. You're going to go to court either way, I should say. You're going to go to court either way, and they're going to fuck you in the ass.
Coming and going. Bailiff, penetrate this man.
Bailiff, penetrate this man. Wait, why is court at the Armory building in San Francisco?
Jeez, every time I see...
I've never been to court where the judge spat in my mouth and slapped me in the face.
Force femdomed by the court system. You're going to pay me that fine, you fucking pig, and you're going to fucking love it. Yes, mistress.
Wait, why is my lawyer Johnny Sins? Look at my lawyer, dog. I'm getting fucked.
Riley Reid on the other side of the courtroom just putting gloves on. You're like, Jesus Christ. The quote continues, quote, just hang up on anyone who's demanding money and acting like they're from our office or another law enforcement agency threatening you with arrest or detainment for things like missed jury duty or an outstanding warrant. In both instances, victims were led to believe that the individual on the phone worked for the sheriff's office and they would be detained if they did not pay. They were then directed to send funds using Bitcoin ATM kiosks. Quote, you may be caught off guard and unwittingly fall victim. If they call back, hang up again and report the calls to your police department. A representative from the Norfolk County Sheriff's Office told Decrypt it could not offer guidance on the likelihood of recovery of funds. The representative pointed to the Massachusetts Attorney General's Office information on crypto scams, which indicates that cryptocurrency transactions cannot be reversed. Scams involving Bitcoin ATMs and kiosks have been on the rise, costing victims nearly $247 million last year, according to the FBI. Yeah, not great. Getting roped into this crap by being told you missed jury duty.
I don't want to use this ATM. It has KYC.
Goddamn.
You know what? I will just go to jail.
Yeah, at that point, fuck it.
You're on the phone with this camera. All right, I've converted my money into Bitcoin. Okay, now I'm buying a Labubu blind box. No!
Don't redeem it!
Labubu!
And then the whole thing, like, oh, Bitcoin's being used for drugs and buying hitmen. It's like,
yeah, and it's cool as hell.
that's right. Let anybody have fun anymore. Thought this was America.
I choose to believe that we're a better country when we just assume there's a part that operates just below the surface that really is like all of the seedy black market scenes from 8mm.
Yeah, absolutely.
We need it. It's important.
Yes.
And it's how we get to work on time.
I don't know about you, but yeah.
I just assume like there's an entire layer of human suffering that has to be carried out just so that like, you know, we can put up more renewable energy sources. Like, I'm sorry. I'm okay with the Super Bowl being the biggest source of human trafficking every year in the United States. If it means that we get to see another Mortal Kombat movie.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, but the world runs. If we eradicate suffering,
right?
How is anything going to work?
Right. Yeah. No, I get
I
it.
don't know if you noticed, but everything we do is necessitated on suffering, particularly my own suffering,
Well,
it feels
yeah,
like, because
yeah.
I am the main character of
course.
my existence.
Of course.
I just have to assume that the people that have it way worse than me they're going through it, so I can just have it pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I need that.
Okay.
I really need this, Jason. I can't. It's already pretty bad.
Right.
If it gets worse,
Yeah.
if I'm getting Super Bowl trafficked, God help me if it's one where the Saints are playing
Jesus Christ.
or the Patriots. Give me something interesting. I want to see
Buffalo Bills, something.
I could go for the Chargers.
Chargers. Okay.
Because no one's going to be there. Are there any real Chargers fans out there?
There's a few. There has to be somebody out there.
The Chargers and Cowboys.
Boy, Cowboys fell off, huh?
A generational fall off.
Yeah,
it's like one of those things where, like, yeah, it's like that fish that went extinct because of the Boston Tea Party. Like it was a thing.
Well,
God, so, I'm sure. I feel like I've told the story before. I remember working a job and first couple of days being shown around, and my boss, the mailman, comes by. My boss introduces, yeah, he's the guy. He's our regular USPS guy, and you're talking to him. He's really cool. Guy starts to drive off in his UPS Jeep. And my boss turns over to me and he goes, yeah, he's all right, man, but he's a Cowboys fan. And I just remember thinking, like, I shook that guy's hand. I'm not a sports person, but I know that's disgusting.
That's some sort of sickness, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, like, if you have that in Cambodia, they just push you in a bamboo pit.
Right. Sorry, man.
Sorry, like, it's one of those things like they salt the earth you've walked on because it's now it's impure.
Oh, man.
Anyway, talking about someone who will never know the love of a trans woman.
Exactly. And who probably desperately needs it, honestly.
Probably.
We're talking this week about
Imagine if Liv Hagar put him in the Lawnmower Man machine.
Yeah.
But it was just him being trans.
getting force-femmed by Liv Hagar.
That's right, folks. Folks, we're here. This podcast is not about
force-femming.
Craig W. Howard.
Yes, we're talking about a man who, a very bad man. Let's be fair.
I think one of maybe the first, if not the first, Twitter lolcow.
Oh, absolutely. One of the, because we talked about him briefly during our episode on, what was it called? Post Piper. I was trying to remember the name. Because it's such a shit website.
The biggest proponent of it.
Yes, because he faced a lot of harassment on Twitter. He was one of the guys who would go around posting just inflammatory shit and then hashtag TCOT, which was short for Top Conservatives on Twitter. TCOT was a nice handy hashtag if you wanted to search for someone to abuse because they were very easily baited into being incredibly stupid on a public-facing website.
I came across a Right Wing Watch article that mentioned him and like talked about his fellow travelers and had like links to their Twitter accounts. All their accounts are gone.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're all gone. This was one I found, crappydads.com. Okay. This was posted in 2010, August 17th, 2010, by Reagan Howard in the Deadbeat Dads column of crappydads.com. Greg W. Howard is an ex-Marine, though he never saw any real combat. He was a Christian financial advisor, but has since failed at that and lives off military benefits from taxpayers. If he can't hold on to his own money, how was he expecting to help others hold on to theirs? He has a wife and several children. One of them he actually named Reagan after President Ronald Reagan. However, some years ago, his wife left him and took the kids, and Greg refused to pay the child support he owed. Greg eventually filed for bankruptcy to avoid paying anything to his children. Nowadays, all Greg does is sit at his computer and complain about liberals on Twitter and how the poor shouldn't receive welfare while living off of military money, while his children cry and wither away, growing more and more distant from their horrible father. When people call him out on being a deadbeat dad, he flips out on Twitter and calls them the N-word and threatens to murder them with AR-15s. He also leaves threatening phone messages. However, he is all talk and would never leave his cushy computer chair. Also, he hates anyone who is Muslim or black or Latino, pretty much anyone who's not a white Christian. So yeah, he's racist. Now, he is also mentioned by name in a BuzzFeed piece about weird Twitter. Under the section headed hashtag TCOT, @dogboner. If you look back at tweets from 2008-ish, almost every tweet was political in some way. It was very easy to be political in a computer chair. I did notice that back then, that 99% of people doing that were trolling conservatives, however. Doing the same thing to liberals was just as funny. Conservatives were just easier. Once in a while, a sincere tweet would slip through if I see a news story about something stupid. @FamousCeleb. It was a group of us Twitter users that was oftentimes known as the Beandog Militia, since many people used that little Beandog anime thingy as their avatar. The Beandog is Mama Shiba. Thank you.
Did you know that Greg W. Howard has never known the love of a woman?
This is true. We would troll conservative blogger Greg W. Howard and the TCOT hashtag. It got really funny because the Southern conservatives on Twitter started assuming that we were either all one person, specifically, for some reason, Neil Rauhauser.
He was one of the guys that started Occupy Wall Street?
Yes.
Fucking weird.
Or that we were a group of liberals hired by, drumroll please, George Soros to attack conservatives during an election year. It became known as Twittergate. Adrian Chen wrote a thing on it for Gawker. The video at the top was outlining. The video at the top was a whole outlining of this major conspiracy when it was just a bunch of immature people on the internet talking shit to them. And here's an image from it. Twittergate. The truth about the Tea Party. This is a story about how the Democrats hired a Twitter thug to run their social media campaign and smear the Tea Party. TCOT folks believed that people flipping them shit were paid actors, I guess.
Yeah. And I think at one point, like, Greg W. Howard had maybe like almost 100,000 followers on Twitter.
Yeah.
Which at that time was really hard to do.
Yeah.
Like, if you weren't like an outward celebrity or someone like Drill, like if you weren't like one of the funniest fucking accounts, so I don't even think fucking Dog Boner has gotten, like, people who we could say are some of the funniest or more well-known or more influential humorists on Twitter don't even, I think, have stats like that.
No. This is a reprint of the Gawker story, how Twittergate, how internet jerks pranked the Tea Party. This is referring to a video put out by Glenn Beck's the news site The Blaze. They put out this YouTube video which purports to expose a massive conspiracy by the Democrats to take over Twitter. Did Democrats hire a Twitter thug to smear the Tea Party? The Blaze asks. The article, if you don't feel like watching 13 minutes of scrolling text and Twitter screenshots set inexplicably to a pounding soundtrack of Daft Punk and MGMT, the basic outline of Twittergate is this. Democrats have hired a cadre of menacing, quote, e-thugs led by a progressive social media consultant named Neil Rauhauser. The gang's mission? To identify prominent Tea Party Twitter users and harass them, ideally goading them into tweeting offensive things, which can then be used to smear the Tea Party. This person talked to Greg. Quote, Democratic campaign funds are being used to front this. Twittergate's lead theorist Greg W. Howard told me over the phone. Follow the evidence and let it lead you where it may. The links between these people are very clear. Howard is a Christian financial planner and conservative blogger from Alabama who says he's been to Tea Party events but considers himself a libertarian. With over 14,000 followers on Twitter and 100,000 tweets, he's been described as the Glenn Beck of Twitter.
Can I tell you a little known trolling that I did, Greg W. Howard? Like, it went places, but I don't think you know that I did this. Just to break up your journalistic integrity here, I'm going to tell you about
I got an exclusive. Please tell me.
Tell you about a time that I was incredibly cruel and funny and petty. I found out that it was really easy to fake being a celebrity on Twitter in like 2010.
Okay.
I made a fake Twitter account for the bass player of Kings of Leon.
Oh, no.
And it was like KOL bassist or something. And I made this, and I was like tweeting about, making fake tweets about being on tour and things of that nature. And I then started, I was like adding other people that I thought, like, other musicians that, like, oh, they probably know, like, the dudes from Kings of Leon, and being like, yeah, man, like, got my my Ampeg stack just like such and such from this band, and that person respond with like, hell yeah, dude, see you at the festival or whatever. Like,
oh boy,
really setting this up.
Yeah.
And I did this, and it was like over like a week or two, and I started directing stuff towards like making fun of Teakot. Even though, like, there's weird connections between, like, the members of Kings of Leon and the KKK. I think they had some prominent family members that were...
Yeah.
That's the rumor. And
They're
also the rumor is that they
South.
don't even know how to, like, set up their own gear. They have to hire techs to give them good tone. Anyways, they were playing... I was starting to antagonize Greg W. Howard a little bit. It happened to be when Kings of Leon were playing the makeup show for Pigeon Gate.
If you're not familiar with that, that is a show in St. Louis...
At Riverport, which is a big amphitheater in Maryland Heights. They canceled their show early because they said birds were shitting on them.
Yeah.
Some people would say who were there was they canceled the show early because they were fucked up and sounded terrible.
Right.
Maybe both are true. Who knows?
Could be both.
I wasn't there.
No.
But I didn't live too far from Riverport. So I went down there and actually took a photo of the Riverport parking lot and like got up to the Riverport parking lot, and to show you like what era we're in, I had to take a photo with my digital camera.
Oh yeah.
Transfer it when I got home from my computer to my phone
to then post it
on Twitter. Or did I just post on my desktop? Who fucking knows? But it's not as easy as it would have been today.
Right.
And like, yeah, we're at Riverport, Maryland Heights. I said something about like I got a really great massage after load-in, and I sound checked with Greg W. Howard as a big fat pussy, or something like that. And Greg W. Howard's getting so fucking mad that he goes on the Kings of Leon, like their website, and like starts commenting on their blog posts, like, I'm gonna sue you motherfuckers, and all this shit. It's so fucking good. And like, I even went to like the Guitar Center I used to work at, and like asked one of the guys I used to work with, hey, can we go over accessories? Can you hold up some bass strings? I'm pranking. It was like really like, I am pranking this huge fucking jackass on the internet. It will be really funny.
Oh man.
And go to Guitar Center, have one of my old coworkers hold like a pack of GHS bass strings, which I think are the most bullshit bass strings in the world. But I think it's actually what the dude from KOL played.
Yeah.
And like put a caption also like, yeah, well, while we were in town, I went by Guitar Center in Bridgeton and had my boy Paul hook me up with some of my favorite strings. And it got to the point where Annie Zaleski, who was the editor of the RFT, got wind of this and like reached out to Paul.
Oh my.
And was like, what's up with this? Like, what the fuck is going on? This weird guy is going insane on the internet over something. The Kings of Leon bassists really come to Guitar Center and do all this. And he was like, and he told me this after fact. He's like, I was like, nah, it's just Brian Sutter being weird. And she completely lost interest because she fucking hated me.
Wow.
Is this going to be one of those episodes where there's a whole entire part where I go on a tirade and there's just the only things aren't being like bleeped out are like the and a and I had a job?
Maybe. My favorite thing about Greg W. Howard was his bio. This was, again, the 2010 bio. Move over, Rush, Beck. There's a new most hated conservative on Twitter. Member DAV and Marine Corps League. Avatar copyrighted. See websites. And his avatar wasn't all that special. It was just like a bull and a flag.
But people would steal it, and it would make him so fucking mad.
Greg W. Howard, and of course, on his website, the banner with Reagan's face, of course.
The Gipper.
The Gipper.
The podcast with an old scroll wheel iPod.
Yeah, iTunes was required to play them at the time. Yeah, Talk to Solomon was
Yeah, Stan Solomon is a insane human being. Also, there's also I was trying to find them for this, but there's some clips of people from the quote unquote Bing Dog militia calling in the Stan Solomon episodes where Greg W. Howard was on and trolling the fucking, oh god damn it. It was one of them was like someone was like trying to get, it was really drawing Stan Solomon and talking about, like, I think it was like Ted Cruz or some Texas Republican, like, you know, he's really showing, you know, he is a Texan by showing up wearing the Carhartt and the pickup truck and all that. And I just want to know, what else do you think he can do to secure the Pumpy Beanus?
Yes.
You remember this?
I love my Pumpy Beanus. Yes.
I love my Pumpy Beanus. But it was like, it became like almost like they were treating Stan Solomon like the fake retired doctor guy,
Dr. Conley.
Dr. Conley, where it was really like just being incredibly vulgar. Dr. Conley being, and Stan Solomon being Dr. Conley in the sense where he's too stupid to just like really move away from it.
Yeah. That's dog turd.
Dog turd. Any single time I always think like the meanest thing to do, so, and I've done it,
Yeah.
is that when I don't want to talk to someone on the phone anymore, I will go to a toilet and flush it. And I have done it in a professional setting.
Oh, man.
I have like on work business been like, yeah, I'm really tired of talking to you on a job site, and just walking over to a toilet at the job site and flushing it until I've noticed that they're no longer on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm a really great person to have as an employee.
Oh, it's fantastic.
But
On Greg W. Howard's blog in April of 2010, Twitter bills itself as without a doubt the best way to share and discover what's happening right now. However, it is rapidly becoming the best place to cyberbully, post pornography, and engage in the nastiest and most vulgar speech possible, all with impunity. Buddy, have you seen it lately?
I was going to say, at least back then it was really funny. Now it's just upsetting.
Yeah. In recent months, a disturbing trend has been emerging where a small percentage of users have grown increasingly bold in their attacks on other users. These attacks may include outright slander, libel, and defamation. Those are 3 words for the same thing. At times, the attacks contain overt references to sexual or other bodily function activity in the most graphic and vulgar of terms. This guy can't write for shit.
Oh, he's a terrible writer.
The
You ever heard him talk?
Yeah, the
It makes
attackers
this sound eloquent.
will also result to posting links with messages appearing to be news and opinion tweets which link to go to graphic pornographic or scatologic images. Finally, the last method of attack.
So this all sounds great to me.
Yeah, what's the deal? To create faked tweets, retweets of messages from users in which overtly racial, including the use of the N-word, pornographic or
What's
graphic.
the N-word, Greg W. Howard?
Yeah, can you say
Who
it?
was it? Greg, I said Greg W. Howard, the $1 million question, who was in Paris?
And then just... yeah.
So, did we play? Are you going to put the AR-15 video?
I am
in?
going to play the AR-15 video.
Thank you.
Yes, I was getting there. Yes, at a certain point, Pumpy Beanus did.
Pumpy Beanus.
Pumpy Beanus.
What? Still an amazing username. One of my favorites.
So you have to understand that this, again, I'm going back to the ONTD article, which is a repost of the Gawker article, which was taken down. Here again, they continued. The Beandogs started tweeting vulgar things about Howard's children and wife, spreading rumors about him and making his Twitter life miserable. Eventually, one of them dug up the embarrassing documents that revealed his financial planning business was in shambles. He was behind on child support payments. The Beandogs consider this all a harmless prank. Now, okay, maybe we're at the doxing stage, maybe that's not cool. Howard has taken it much more seriously. Quote, when you threaten to rape my wife and kill my children, that's no prank, he said. That's criminal behavior. I think
it was just implying that he had children, which I think is a distinction.
It was a distinction.
Acknowledgement and action are two different things.
That phrase sticks in my brain, yes.
Who knew that Greg W. Howard had such sexy children? There's no threat there.
Right.
It's just I'm sorry, Greg W. Howard. I'm sorry your kids are so well, I ain't saying I'm going to do something about it. You know what? Like, I can see a knob that says "Do not turn" and be like, "That's a really nice knob."
Right.
There's nothing there that says
that knob sure go crazy.
Does it sure go crazy?
An observation is not a threat
Because there was nothing in that tweet that says I'm losing my self-control. These kids are so
right.
Just bleep that whole entire statement. We cannot have the
audio of you saying.
I can't have the clip haters out there.
That's enough. It's enough to ruin your life.
My life is a shamble. All my apes are
because
gone.
of the show. Okay.
No.
Some of the more outrageous Beandog tweets could be interpreted as vaguely threatening. Okay.
Yeah.
He turned over evidence to the Alabama Bureau of Investigations, whom Howard said are looking into the harassment. Howard and his associates then formed their own Twitter gang called the Wrecking Crew to fight back against Beandogs, attempting to dox them and do things like that. So how did the Beandogs go from anonymous trolls to the Democratic cyber thugs of Twittergate? While Howard led the Wrecking Crew in battle against the Beandogs, he simultaneously engaged in an intense ego clash with the left-wing blogger and social media consultant Neil Rauhauser. It is unclear exactly what their beef is. When I spoke to them on the phone, each offered impassioned arguments of why the other is engaged in a vast left/right-wing conspiracy, and both accused the other of cyber stalking and of having a hand in internet death threats against them. Now, I will say that the death threats in question are much more on the record from the Greg W. Howard /Wrecking Crew side, but I digress. What is clear that is at some point, Rauhauser noticed that he and the Beandogs shared an enemy in Howard and started encouraging them on Twitter. The Beandogs, in turn, began pretending that Rauhauser was their leader, intimating that they were being paid by George Soros and generally playing on the Tea Party's paranoia. Both the Beandogs and Rauhauser's... I keep wanting to say Rousdower. Rousdower, is that a stupid name? Both the Beandogs and Rauhauser deny there's any collusion, just mutual admiration between Tea Party tormentors. But Howard and his Tea Party buddies became convinced they were targets of a massive Democratic conspiracy to control Twitter. He wrote a long blog post outlining his evidence, and Twittergate was born. The Beandogs, having pranked the Tea Party with spectacular success, aren't actually thrilled about it. Quote, now that it's not funny anymore that they think we're working for Rauhauser, said at The Real Somebody.
Shout out The Real Somebody. Put me on to a lot of weird underground like horrorcore rap from like the Deep South that no one has ever even mentioned. Not even like a Anthony Fantano type has ever like mentioned these dudes.
Okay.
Like guys called like the Doppelgangers and shit. Just like dudes in really long shirts on train tracks rapping about some like occult shit, dude. Like it was out there. Anyway,
hell yeah.
Shout out to Real Somebody. Hope you're doing good. Hope you and your wife are doing all right.
So Real Somebody continues. Now I'm not getting credit for being the scumbag on the internet that I am. Rauhauser is.
That really was the attitude. It's like, hey, this guy stole our valor. Like we are also getting to one of the funniest parts of this whole entire narrative. Please continue.
Greg W. Howard tried to get Andrew Breitbart interested in the story. Breitbart was less than impressed. Breitbart responding at Greg W. Howard, I've called you one name, a dick, because you're being one. Your erratic behavior suggested I ask if you are self-medicated. At Greg, another tweet later on, same day. At Greg W. Howard, my first grader knows the difference between question and accusation. Are you a first grader? Did I accuse you of being one? Same day. At Greg W. Howard, my white horse is horse called, quote, what the hell are you talking about? Ignored what? What is my offense? Are you a tweaker? Again, at Greg W. Howard, I have no idea what you're talking about. You seem like a dick.
You gotta imagine how much of a dipshit you gotta be for Andrew Breitbart to be like, I don't truck with this.
Yeah. Breitbart, in particular, known for not being a great guy. Neil Rauhauser left the Daily Kos in fear. The article is entitled TTFN, Tea Party Stalks Me and My Kids by Stranded Wind. A month ago, I received...
Sorry, this is 15 years ago.
Yeah.
What have I done with my life? I remember this also like vividly in a couple. Like I remember hooking up with a girl from the internet, and after post-coitus, sitting on her couch with the windows open. It was like a one of the first like warm evenings in like April or something, and like sitting there post-coitus, drinking like beer or like passing a bottle of Mad Dog or something, and showing her Stan Solomon videos and being like, yeah, so this is guy we fuck with on the internet.
Was she impressed, or?
She was laughing pretty hard. We did not hang out a second time, but...
Oh, well. But yes, Stranded Wind writing, a month ago I received a threat from someone in the American Southeast. This was directed at me because I've been effectively organizing on Twitter and in the blogosphere. Last week, this cyber-stalking overflowed into kooks discovering and sharing where my children live. I'm not the only organizer who has been threatened. I know 2 people who have basically had to go into hiding, and there's a lot of unsubtle menacing behaving and cyber-stalking being aimed at a lot of us. This effort is coming out of Tea Party patriot extremists and what appears to be a Christian Reconstructionist cell in the Southeast. I've got real names for a number of the parties involved. My background as a forensics instructor means what I've gathered thus far qualifies as evidence, and a progressive attorney has advised me that there is definitely a libel suit here. So this, again, 2010. And these people are still out there, and they're voting Trump now.
I feel like this is potentially a 2-part episode in a way. Just there's so much in the wire. Like this is almost like Behind the Bastards level of context you have to give,
right,
to really understand just how fucking weird this was. And now that, and realizing that, like, I think there have been people that have joked that like things like Twittergate kind of gave us like Gamergate, the alt-right. I don't know if I think there's a direct line, but I think there's a rhyme in there.
There's a direct line from Milo and Michelle Malkin and these kind of people being fucked with online to like the grievance politics of alt-righters and aggrieved 4chaners getting elected into public office, and Tea Partiers becoming the Speaker of the House, and then we've got MAGA and fucking QAnon stuff. You really want to dig into it.
There is definitely some pro like QAnon alt-right conspiracy theory stuff that you can kind of come back to the intensity of Twittergate, early TCOT stuff. But I just know that one day the Obama Hope Troopers are going to come and they're going to fuck Greg W. Howard in the ass.
So we're going to leave you with 2 important videos. The first of which, Pumpy Venus put this together. Shocking. Wrecking Crew exposed, Wrecking Crew gate. This one opens with Heil Comrade Soros, Heil Comrade Obama, Heil Comrade Rauhauser.
After months of digging, STC has uncovered secrets about the true identity and the formation of the group known as Wrecking Crew. Wrecking Crew is a loose conglomeration of fat, middle-aged children. They are the same sort of person as Greg W. Howard himself, except not quite so focused as to create an actual presence for themselves except by intimidating and insulting those that would dare insult their leader. Of course, Greg and his children think that Super Troll Crew is a group of paid professionals working at the behest of the Democratic Party and George Soros himself. They could never dream of being as smart or as funny as we are on a regular basis without some kind of help. On the flip side, no one could ever be so confused as to think their shitty, castrated little hate group was funded by anyone. What halfway respectable organization would want to associate itself with them? A smattering of flunkies for a fat bankrupt old Alabama deadbeat. In conclusion, Wrecking Crew is nothing. Greg W. Howard remains an ignorant, paranoid old man huddled in the dark over his computer, his children left to starve as he is so obsessed with Twitter that he can't keep his business afloat, and we remain STC, dedicated to posting funny stuff and making fun of terrible people. Semper Fi.
STC, as referenced in the video, by the way, is Super Troll Crew. The remaining videos, much shorter. The truth about Greg W. Howard. Again, Pumpy Venus. In the classic Windows Movie Maker blue screen with white text.
God, some of the funniest videos really started out like this.
I did.
Like Magic Hat Detective.
Yes. He sends messages calling you the N-word, and then he threatens to kill you with his gun. This was a DM. Supposedly, we never really verified if this was real. It's entirely possible.
You fucking N-word. I'm going to come to your house tonight and shoot you with my AR-15. You motherfucker, get ready. Man, yeah, I do remember, like, you motherfucker, get ready being kind of burned in my head for a minute, yeah.
Yeah, and then...
Craig W. Howard, what a bad man.
What a jerk. He also runs a company that will take your money if you try to call him back to get your money back. He yells at you on the phone. All right, here's the last one. Update. Threatening call from Greg W. Howard. I don't know how I got my phone number, but he keeps calling me. I decided to record the last one he sent me. This is it.
Hello? I could come down here with my fucking AR-15 and shoot your fucking old loser ass right there in the defense reserve. Now call your good motherfucker, and that's just what I'll fucking do, you cocksucker! Fuck you, motherfucker!
I already called the FBI and they said they're watching his YouTube account. Oh. Just, yeah, 14
years ago, I responded to someone with, sorry, I'm going to delete your comment because I'm not interested in starting another dumb fight with Greg Howard. Also, someone responding, wow, what a bad man.
Chaos Emerald 85. Greg W. Howard.
God,
yeah.
I feel like we're also only scratching the surface of this man's insanity.
Well, I mean, this is just kind of like the pressy. If you really want to dig into it, we certainly could do a part 2. But I just
you don't have in you. Maybe I'll.
It's not so much that. It's just that I feel like when we go into the deep shit about a particular user, it feels like we're
gang stalking.
No, not even that.
I wish I was gang. I was like, dude, are we gang stalking?
Sign me the fuck up.
Sign me the fuck up. I'm lacing my shoes up right now. We're going gang stalking.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. It's the fucking clip from MST3K and stuff. Hey, Packers won. We're going gang stalking.
Gang stalking.
Gang stalking.
Are you ready for some gang stalking? Yeah.
Gang stalking? Woo! Gang stalking.
To give people the general idea, I think we did plenty. If you want to learn more about Greg W. Howard,
go to your local library and ask for your finest book on deadbeat dads.
Exactly. Well, at this time, we're going to leave you with a few words of wisdom, such as where to find us online. Brian, where can they find you on the old
First of all, I'm
internet?
jacking off on the internet.
Sweet.
Jacking off.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
I like the party. If you want to find me on the internet, you can find me at iShotGeeDeBoer on Twitter and Blue Sky. Yeah, that's my.
And Instagram.
No, on Instagram it's a music photographer. If you want to check out my photo of people with their my collection of photos of people with their mouths open, you can go over to assholemusicphotographer.com. And if you want to check out the last and only good media website left here in Screwy St. Louis, you can head over to theartsstl.com.
Well, as for me, you can find me anywhere there's a video crime. Most of the time, that's going to be Blue Sky, Letterboxd, and a few other places. VIDEOCRIME. You can also find me on a podcast that's not this one. It's called Submitted for the Approval of the Midnight Pals. That's where I play the fictionalized version of Stephen King. Really fun. Really fun. I can't wait. Season 3. I got some pitches for Season 3. Very excited. But that's midnight-pals.simplecast.com or search Submitted for the Approval of the Midnight Pals anywhere podcasts are sold. You can also reach this show in a number of ways. My personal favorite is, of course, the telephone 314-246-9766. If you or anyone you know knows Greg W. Howard and can get him to leave me an extremely nasty voicemail, please do so.
Tell Greg W. Howard I know where the Kings of Leon are at.
KOL Bassist is coming to his house.
KOL Bassist is coming. KOL Bassist is coming to teach your children how to play bass. Crime is legal. Daddy Trump made crime is legal. Your children, your adult children can be sexy and fuckable, and also learn how to slap at the base.
Yeah. Yes. If you want to shoot us an email as well, Jason at the number 4, the number 8 minutes dogsbarking.com. Brian with a Y at the number 4, the number 8 minutes dogsbarking.com. Support the show, patreon.com/4 8 minutes of dogs. There you will get our post-show hangout called Thanks I Hate It, which is also where we moved all the breath mint stuff. There, that's where you get that there.
So we can spend more time talking about Greg W.
That's right. That's right.
We even talk about his man tits.
You know, I didn't think it was necessary. I thought
I don't think.
I thought illegally threatening to shoot someone was more important, personally. But
look at this
disgusting man. Yeah,
homunculus.
I didn't even get into the looks thing. Yeah, he does look like a human thumb. He's a very disgusting person.
It looks like the Sarv guy that says, "I thought it was 2 for 1."
Yeah, no, absolutely, no.
He's getting really fucking. I thought if I bought one, I would get one free.
That's what it says on the website. No, it's not what it says. It says buy one get one half off. Well, that's just fucking bullshit.
Anyways, I'll still take 2.
Right? Yeah, he's still gonna buy it
because he doesn't know how to control his eating.
Exactly. Which again is like that. I do that. So if we're gonna start.
It'd be funny if Greg W. Howard tried to sue us.
Oh, you know what? At this point, I would wear that like a badge of fucking honor.
Dude, it'd be like finding out that like Amish Schumacher made another record.
Yeah, you're just like, all right, cool.
Blast from the past.
Yeah. Well,
anyways,
I know.
Anyways, jacking off. I love my Pumpy Venus.
Yep.
Remember, if you see someone stealing food at the grocery store, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't.